Hello, everyone. My name is Janne, and I'm a big David Bowie fan, and I've been that many years, and I got myself a tattoo also, and I have the shirt on, and big day today because it's been 10 years since David Bowie has passed, and it feels like it was yesterday or a few hours only. I don't usually do videos like this here on YouTube. I usually play music myself and stuff, but let's try talking here. And yeah, I'm from Finland, so my English isn't the best. But hope you understand what I say. So today we are ranking all the David Bowie albums, except the one newer released after Bowie's death called Toy, that I don't include here in this list. And yeah, let's go straight to the point. And so here we have all our 25 albums, and we go for the first one to the last one. So let's start with the first David Bowie album that he really himself don't think is or was his first album, but I count it as a David Bowie album, and it's self-titled David Bowie. And so here is our list. So the S is the best, then A, B, C, and D. I don't think there's gonna be a worse album than D, and maybe not that one either, but let's see. So this first album is kind of like mod style and super preppy, and I think there's a lot of fun songs like Laughing Gnome. My favorite songs here are Love You Till Tuesday, Rubber Soul, and controversially I really like Please Mr. Gravedigger. It's cool. And maybe I put this here in the middle, B, for right now. So I can move these albums as I go on and how I feel about them. And next one is the David Bowie's first album that he considered is his first, Space Oddity, and yeah, that's good song. And yeah, I don't really listen this as much as the true first album, but I like Letter to Hermione and yes, the Space Oddity. Maybe I put this here. This is the first one. Still. Yeah, so next one is the Man Who Sold the World. And the title song is the best on this album, and this is where I feel like Bowie's artist identity starts to increase and getting more interesting. And music also. I really like here the title track and Running Gun Blues and All the Men, what is dedicated to his brother who had schizophrenia, I think. And yeah, this is kind of heavy album. There's a lot of heavy guitars and yeah, but this is the first one I will put to A. And yeah. So here we go. Next one is Hunky Dory. And yeah, this is like a prime time David Bowie, I think. And yeah, this might be actually my favorite album of his in general, at least from the 70s. And there's the Queen Beach Quicksand, Life on Mars, Andy Warhol. Some good acoustic songs, and I really like acoustic guitar and piano and good songwriting and witty lyrics, and this is the perfect. I just think this is the perfect album. So next one is a legendary Jiggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars, and yeah, do I need to talk about this? Oh, every song is great. Oh, there's the Storm, and I really like the starting 5 years. It's a good start for an album, and yeah. There's of course Soul Love and Moon Age Daydream and Jiggy Stardust and Lady Stardust and Suffocate City and Rock and Roll Suicide, and did I forget something? Oh, yeah, but this is also going S tier. It has so warm feeling and yeah, good rock and roll music, good blend of acoustic music and real glam rock. And yeah, goes before the Hunky Dory, I think. Yeah. So next one, I have the Showdown, Aladdin Sane, and yeah, I love this album also, and there's some cool piano playing and great songs. I like Time, and what else here? Is the prettiest star here? Yeah, I think it's the good song. Great saxophone playing. So I'm putting this here in the S tier also, but yeah, I think it's right now here. The last on the S tier. So next album is Pinups. For a little bit I thought I wouldn't include this album here because it doesn't have like Bobby's own songs. Everything is cover songs, but yeah, I don't really care about this album, but let's put it here. Last at the B right now. So next one we have the real rock and roll album here, the Diamond Dogs. So it has some pretty good songs. Rebel Rebel is the most well known one, and I also like Diamond Dogs, Sway Thing, and is there anything else? Yeah, We Are the Dead is good one also. On the B side, I think it's yeah. So maybe we put this here. I don't know. It's the first one here in the B tier. I don't really have like any memories of this album and that big of connection, but yeah, it's a good music, and yeah, well, it's David Bowie, of course, it's good music. There's no really bad albums here at all. Maybe one, but you will hear about it later in this video. So next one is called Young Americans. This is the soul album of David Bowie's. I think David played some songs from here at the Soul Train, but or was it Cher's TV show? I don't remember. It was one of those two, so yeah. There's also one cover that I really like, Across the Universe. Then there's also the Fame, Young Americans title track, and yeah, I really like the song called Win. I think this is gonna be hard. It's B tier, the first one, or A tier, the last one. Yeah, I put it in the A tier right now. So next album has only 6 songs, but they are amazing. I really like this album, Station to Station. Yeah. It's TBC 15, Stay, and my favorite song, maybe the favorite David Bowie song ever, but it's not actually his. It's old jazz song and for the movie called "Wild Is the Wind." But yeah, that's the one David Bowie song where I think his vocals are the best and it makes me so emotional and yeah. I will put this album here. Oof. Actually, I'm gonna be controversial and put this album here between the Hunky and Alan Insane. So the third best album so far. So now we go into the Berlin trilogy written with Brian Eno and yeah, there's a lot of like instrumental tracks and I really like those and for the first one album called Low which people really like maybe the best out of these three albums and so my favorite song from this album is Sound and Vision and I have a good memory about that song also I started to become a pop jazz guitarist and yeah I did a David Bowie concert for my graduation concert and yeah the song Sound and Vision was the song I introduced my band and also good songs here are Be My Wife and Art the Gate. So I will put this, even though it has Sound and Vision and those two other songs that I really like. They are, I think there's a lot of fillers for the first time. So yeah, I put this here between the Diamond Dogs and David Bowie's first album. Yeah. In the interbeat here. Ooh, and next one, the famous picture of Heroes album cover. This is of course the Heroes, then the Sons of the Silent Age. It's one song I really like. This is actually the first album I need to look what songs there is. So there's the Blackout. I really like that one and The Secret Life of Arabia. The ending song is kind of cool. I will also put this maybe here, beat here, but yeah, I will put this here in front of the Diamond Dogs. Yeah, that is the right place for it. So the last album of the Berlin trilogy is called The Lodger. I have this on CD and it has so many like Indian style and kind of world music songs. And of course the DJs, the hit for me, yeah. I think this Lodger goes here or here. Which one's the better? Yeah, I put it here. I have a lot of albums here in a beat here right now. Yeah. So next we entered to the David Bowie's pop era in the 80s. So Scary Monsters and the Super Creeps. So here are almost every song is so good. Yeah. I really like the fashion, Ashes to Ashes, You're So Young, and yeah, there's no fillers here, and that's why I will put this here in the A tier. It goes here or here. I like more the Man Who Sold the World, so I will put this here. Yeah, for right now. Oh, and the next one is the most like commercial and danceable David Bowie album called Let's Dance, and I think there's Van Halen playing guitar and pretty good songs like Modern Love, Let's Dance, China Girl. This goes to an A tier for me also. I really like this album. Yeah. I have this on vinyl, and I think this was one of my first records that I bought in 2018. I started to collect LPs, so yeah. This goes to an A tier and first one. And after that, there was some people think not so great time for David Bowie, and there was at least 2 albums that people didn't really like, but I actually love the Tonight album, and this album includes good cover of the Beach Boys, God only knows, and I think the cover is better than the original. Don't shoot me for saying that, and yeah. There's also Loving the Alien, and Blue Jean is a good one. And I will put this here in the B tier. Actually, maybe here in between the Berlin albums, yeah. Yeah, that's the right place for it. So next album is ironically called Don't Let Me Down, and I think it has left everybody down. And there's no good end songs here. Yeah. I don't like this album that much. And yeah, a lot of people's thoughts have influenced me, maybe, and yeah, I put this C tier right now, yeah. And now we're going to the 90s, and there's the Black Tie, White Noise, and wait, I've forgotten maybe one album here. The Buddha of Suburbia, where is... I don't have it here. Oh, let me change that. So, right, now we have here the Buddha of Suburbia, so yeah. So it's gonna be 26 album in total then, so yeah. So this album is starting to be super electronical, and yeah, I really like David Bowie's electronic stuff also. So the title track is so good, and there's also the ending song, the wedding song, and then there's the night flights that I really like. This starts to be super hard right now because there's already so many albums here, and yeah, don't take this too seriously how I rank these, but yeah. Yeah, I think this is better than the low, and I'm gonna put this before. No, not before. The in front of Diamond Dogs. Yeah, and then there's the Buddha of Suburbia. Yeah, I was thinking if I include this here because there's so many songs from like TV show soundtrack, but yeah, I include this here. And this is one album also that I don't really care about, so... But I don't think it's C tier, I think it's B tier, so... There. So now we are getting into the more like electronic stuff, and here is also some cool, pretty artistic songs, and yeah. I love the Halo Space Boy that Bowie did with Pet Shop Boys, and that's a super good song. And one of my favorite songs from this album is A Small Plot of Land. And then there's also I'm deraged. I don't know how to say that properly, but yeah. This is actually, I'm gonna put this here in the A tier. I like this album a lot, but yeah, maybe that much. I don't know. Yeah, it's the last of the A tier right now. Oh, and this next album is absolutely one of my favorite Bowie's album. It's Earthling, and there's so many good and catchy and kind of like pretty dark electronic songs. And I wish I could find this on CD somewhere. And my favorite songs from here are 7 Years in Tibet. Oh, definitely Daily My Walking. That is like my favorite modern David Bowie songs. And then I'm Afraid of Americans. Ooh, this is hard. Ooh. It's either S or A tier. Yeah, I want to put at least one modern album here, so it's gonna be this one, The Earthling. Yeah, it's S tier. Yeah, great. So next album, we're getting closer to the 2000s, and it's Ours. And this album was released my birth year, so this brings me a lot. And yeah, I bought this on CD and I have listened it a lot, and it was like hard to get into first, but it has grown on me. There's a lot of good songs here. The ending song is great. Dreamers, it is called, and then there's Thursday's Child and Seven and Something in the Air. Yeah, this is good album. And yeah, like more rare David Bowie album, and give it at least few listens before you judge it too harsh. I will put this here in the A tier, and yeah, I will actually put this here in front of Scary Monsters. Yeah. And we are getting closer to the end. So now we're in the 2000s, and there's the Heathen album. And this album has one of my modern day David Bowie song. It's called Sunday. I really like that one. And there's this Moby remix that I prefer. Yeah. And I don't really remember other songs here that much. And yeah. Let me see again what's in this album. Oh, Slow Burn is also a good song, and yeah. Everyone Says Hi is also fun. Yeah, it's uplifting song, and yeah, makes me happy. So yeah, but I don't really feel connection to this album. So maybe we put this in the beat here. Yeah, I think this is better than the Woodhouse Suburbia, so Let's put it here, or yeah, I think it's actually better than Pin-Up, so I put it here. So yeah, Reality. This is actually one of my friend's favorite Bowie album. I think he is crazy, but yeah, people like what they like, and yeah, there's the new Killer Star song at the beginning. That's a good song, actually. Yeah, I think this album is like not cohesive, and it's all around the place, and there's so many like different songs that are not connected at all. So ooh, yeah, this is B, I think. Yeah. So now we are next to the last. So the next day. This has some good songs. I really like the Valentine's Day. It's like cool song about a school shooting, and yeah, it has weird name for that. Then there's Where Are We Now and The Stars Are Out Tonight, and I also like the ending song Heat. Yeah. So I think this goes. Actually, this goes here. Or yeah, yeah, that looks okay and good. Yeah. So the final album that was released 10 years ago, 2 days before David Bowie's death. Rock in peace, guy. You are so important to me, and yeah, this is cool. Like electronic jazz art album. This is like gives me chills and teary eye when I listen to it, and yeah, I have a black vinyl, and all the album cover is matte black, and then there's this shiny black letters. It's cool idea to do album like that. And yes, there's the Sue and Lazarus and Black Star, of course, and yeah, the ending song is quite good. Also, this is definitely S tier, and yeah, I think it goes perfectly here before the Aladdin Sane. So yeah, this is my ending list. Thank you for watching, and yeah, let me know how you like this video, and yeah, I don't ask you to subscribe, but yeah, thank you for watching this whole video. If you hear this right now, yeah, bye.